The opinions in this podcast are all our own.
But the businesses are real chamber members.
It's a chamber chat.
Coming to you from Wahoo, Nebraska. Chamber Chat with Kate
And Kat.
Welcome to Chamber Chat with Kate.
And Kat. I'm Catherine Nygren.
And I'm Kate DeCoste. This podcast is everything Wahoo Chamber of Commerce.
We wanted to start out today with a little shout out to our friend Leanne Poston.
Hi, Leanne.
Hi, Leanne. Leanne is a chamber member with Edward Jones, and she's also one of our loyal listeners.
Thanks for listening, Leanne.
So we're going to change things up today, aren't we, Kate?
Yes. A few days ago, I interviewed Sue DuBois, the Wahoo Farmers Market Manager.
Oh, I'm excited to hear what you talked about. Did I hear something about farmers market bucks this year?
You did hear that. Sue explains all about the new farmers market bucks, plus how those in the community can take part in the community garden.
Oh, awesome. Let's take a listen.
So I have Sue DuBois from the farmers market here in Wahoo in studio today. Thanks for being here, Sue.
Hi, Kate. Yeah, thanks for having me.
So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the farmers market since last night was the opening day. Can you tell me a little bit about how the farmers market came to be?
Sure. Well, the Wahoo has had a farmer's market of some kind for a really long time. It started, I couldn't even tell you what year it started. It used to be downtown where Mocha Seas is now, on the sidewalk there.
Okay.
And, vendors would park in the street. They would actually block off the street that day on Thursday afternoons.
Okay.
And I know it's been at the museum and it's been on the Civic Center front yard. And, just always run by volunteers in the community that kind of took a turn running the farmers market.
Got it. So then how did it come to being at the parking lot of the Methodist Church?
Well, I was working at the Methodist Church at the time, and we had just started a community garden. And we heard kind of through the grapevine that there wasn't going to be anybody volunteering to open the farmers market that year. And this was, 6 or 7 years ago. And so the pastor said, Sue, why don't we take that on as a project and have a farmer's market here in the parking lot and kind of have it as a way to support our community garden as well. And that's how it came to be. And we've been going ever since.
Well, nice. So you mentioned your community garden. Mm-hmm. Do you just want to tell us just a little bit what that is? I feel like people will want to know.
Sure. We got a grant from the Methodist Church to start a community garden that's available to anybody in the community, not just church members. So we have some neighbors that have a plot, but the grant said that we had to have at least 2 plots planted with food that was totally donated.
Oh, okay.
So 2 of those beds are planted just to give away. And honestly, most of the stuff that the other people grow, they give away as well.
Got it.
So if you drive past the Methodist Church, you will see a yellow table right in the middle of our community garden.
Okay.
And that table has people put stuff on it to be given away. Produce, everything, lettuce and tomatoes and cucumbers, whatever they're growing that they have extra of will be on that table. So if you ever drive by and you see stuff on the yellow table, it's free for the taking. So please help yourself.
Great. And the community garden is located, it's by your parking lot, correct?
It's just west of the Methodist Church, which is at the corner of 7th and Beach in Wahoo.
Perfect. And that's where the farmers market is.
It is.
So going back to the farmers market, what right now is in season?
Well, Nebraska is so weird and it's so hard for our growers. Cold season crops, but we've had a lot of cold and not a lot of rain. So things are kind of set back, but we have lettuce, radishes. I hear we might have beets next week.
Oh, okay.
We almost always have someone that has eggs. We have honey. baked goods. We have several people that make baked goods and jams and jellies. So the market doesn't always just have stuff that's in season.
Sure.
It'll have, other items that were probably made from things on their farm, or, just arts and crafts kind of things made by local vendors as well.
Got it. Yes, and I did see last night there was someone selling some jewelry, and
Right.
so
Really pretty jewelry made out of, metals and rocks and stones. I shouldn't say rocks. Pretty rocks.
Yes.
I guess stones are,
Yes.
polished rocks. But anyway, they
Yes.
were really pretty. She had some really pretty stuff with copper and silver and just really nice jewelry. We usually have someone there that's selling soap. She wasn't able to be there last night, but she
Okay.
told me she will be there next week.
Okay, great.
And yeah, as the season goes on and, gardens ripen, we'll have more of a variety every week.
Last year, you guys had like a weekly drawing every week, and you handed out tote bags or gave away tote bags each week. Are you doing anything fun like that this year?
We are. So this year we're going to give away farmers market bucks.
Ooh.
So every time you come to the farmers market and purchase $5 from a vendor, you will get a free raffle ticket for the drawing. So if you purchase $10 from a vendor, or multiple vendors, or 20, you'll get 4 tickets, and you'll be put in a drawing to win $5 worth of farmers market bucks that can be redeemed at any of our vendors.
Nice. And then you pick someone every week.
Correct. Yep. Every week, every Thursday, we'll do a drawing after the farmers market of all the tickets in there and pick a winner.
Nice. So I did see that you posted a video of the drawing on Facebook for this week's farmers market. So that's a fun way to find out.
We did. We post things on our Facebook page, Wahoo Farmers Market Facebook. The drawing will be posted every week. We do it live so that people can see it and see who won. And sometimes I don't pronounce the name right, so I try to post a picture of the ticket. So in case it's that person,
right,
they can reach out to me too.
Oh, perfect.
And or I can't get a hold of them. But also, if we have something happening, fun events, we are trying to get some food vendors, some food trucks to come to the farmers market.
Okay, that would be great.
And we're looking at bringing in some live music. Ooh. I don't know if it'll be every week, but we're looking at bringing in some live music so people can come down and kind of make an evening of it.
Sure, bring a chair and
exactly. And we'll post all that information on our Facebook page. If we do, if and when those events are going to happen, that's where you can find out. And you'll also be able to find out on the We Are Wahoo app.
Oh, yes. We can definitely get all that information on the app. So make sure that you're following the Farmers Market Facebook page, and make sure to download the We Are Wahoo app. And then if you favorite the Farmers Market, which you'll find that under the events tab, you will get weekly reminders, so you won't forget that the farmers market is happening on Thursday. And then, we can also, Sue can add some information there as well.
So you'll get a little text saying, hey, this week at the farmers market, there'll be music or something. And it's really fun to see how many people come to the farmers market, not just to shop, but stand in the parking lot and visit.
Yes.
And catch up from the week.
Sure.
So it's really fun to see that. It's becoming kind of a community event, not just a place to come, buy some radishes and go home.
Right. That's nice. Going back to the farmers market bucks, I know that you can do the drawing, but can people purchase those, or?
You can.
Okay.
The Wahoo Farmers Market bucks are in $5 increments.
Okay.
And if you'd like to purchase farmers bucks and give them to someone, or if a business would like to purchase Wahoo Farmers Market bucks and give them out, to their employees or to their customers, that would be a great way to support the farmers market and, help people purchase food maybe, and, just be part of it and get, local homegrown food and support our local farmers.
Yes, that's great. So Sue, can you just remind us, when is the farmers market?
So the farmers market starts every year the 1st of June, depending upon the weather. Again, we're so weather dependent when it comes to something like this. And we will go through the month of September. And then when September comes, and if we're having a late fall and our vendors still have a lot of stuff to offer, we'll go into October. But
Okay.
we definitely go through September.
Got it. So it just kind of just depends on what's available.
Correct. And the only week we take off is for the county fair.
Got it.
So
Yes.
the week of the county fair, Thursday night is the parade.
Sure.
We don't have a farmer's market that night because they're focused on something else.
Yes. Yes. That makes sense. Are you looking for more vendors at all? Or?
We always welcome more vendors.
Okay.
We have room for more vendors, and you don't need to reach out and reserve a spot.
Okay.
You just show up, between 4:30 and 4:45 on Thursday.
Okay.
And, back into a parking lot stall, or, however you want to get in the stall. A lot of people like to sell out of their trunk or out of the back of their car.
Sure.
And, just set up and go. And then I'll come around. And if you're a brand new vendor, I have a little form to fill out with some information so I can get a hold of you if something happens or changes. And then pay $5. It's $5 a week to have a table at the farmer's market. And you don't have to reserve ahead of time. You just come whatever weeks work for you.
Great. Great. Well, thank you so much, Sue, for coming and telling us all about the farmer's market.
You're welcome. There's one thing I'm going to add.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people ask me, what are the rules? What do I have to know to be a farmer's market vendor? If you go to the state of Nebraska, has a farmer's market website with the rules and regulations from the health department for selling at a farmer's market. And some of them, are dependent upon what kind of thing you're wanting to sell, how it's, if it's a canned good or a baked goods. Kind of some of the rules are how you can price things depending upon what things weigh, if you're selling it by weight or by item.
Okay.
There's also the reason I bring that up especially is because a lot of those rules just changed.
Oh.
Our state legislature just passed a new cottage law that allows people to sell things that are temperature dependent, which means things that need to be refrigerated. Used to be you couldn't sell those at a farmer's market. Now you can. So go to the website, check that out. There are still some restrictions on that, but they're greatly changed from the past. So it's good to know.
Yeah. And even if if you're a vendor, just to make sure even if you've been doing it for a while,
correct.
Yeah. Just make sure you know everything, all the updates.
Correct. Because I tell people I'm not the farmer's market police.
Sure.
I'm there to make sure you're having a good experience. If you're having trouble with someone,
sure.
Just make sure everything's going smoothly.
Right.
I tell you what the rules are, but I'm not going to come around and scold you if I don't think you're doing them right.
Sure.
But we do have, the state health inspector comes and the state weights and measures.
Got it.
Inspector. They come check us out every year. Yeah,
Okay.
They'll pop over every year. So if you're not doing something correctly, they will be watching you.
Right.
I'm there to have a good time, make sure you have a good time, do everything I can to make sure the vendors are successful.
Yes.
And, do a great job selling their stuff and, have a great time doing it. So that's really my role as the farmer's market manager.
Okay.
And I love doing it. It's a lot of fun.
Well, you must, because if you've been doing it for 6 or 7 years,
I think so.
Something around there. So you must
something like that.
Enjoy it.
Time just marches on.
Yes. And I do know that Nebraska, the farmers market rules are on the We Are Wahoo app under the farmers market, again, under the events tab. So if you just want to check it out there, you can definitely head on over to the app.
Cool. And just another thing to let everybody know, as I'm distracted by Kate's dog here in the studio with us, the farmer's market is outside. It's obviously dog friendly to, well-behaved dogs on a leash are welcome to come shop with you. You can bring your kids, you can bring your husband, you can bring or leave him home, whichever works for you. But yeah, everybody's welcome to come shop and come be a vendor.
Lovely. Gizmo enjoyed it last night.
We have had some vendors that sell dog products, and Miss Carrie from the library's come and done stories before for kids. So there's kind of always something
fun
for
going on.
everybody. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Anything else you want to add, Sue?
I think that covers it all.
That covers it all?
I think so.
Well, again, thank you so much for telling us all about the farmers market, and make sure you all go and visit Thursdays from 5 to 6:30.
Awesome. See you at the farmers market.
So I'm loving all the fun things that the farmers market is bringing to Wahoo this summer.
Yeah, Sue really wants to make this a weekly event for the community rather than just a quick stop.
Wow, it sounds like it. And I just love sitting outside listening to music this time of year. It's so right up my alley. Hey, Kate, do you know what time it is?
It's mailbag time.
Cue the music.
Mailbag time. Open that bag.
So our question this week for Mailbag Questions comes from Marie, and her question is, how does the chamber promote my business?
Oh, great question, Marie. The chamber promotes businesses a few different ways. One thing the chamber does is promote businesses via the Wahoo mobile app. If you haven't been listening to any of our podcasts to this point, we've been talking about the new mobile app you can get on your phone.
Yes, and you can find that in any of the app stores. Just look for or search for We Are Wahoo.
So the chamber businesses on the app get an enhanced listing. All the businesses in town are listed on there, but chamber members get special features, including pictures, more buttons, and push notifications.
Yes. And one of the other highlights of being a chamber member to help you promote your business is our email subscribers.
Oh, yeah. I love checking my email and seeing what's happening in Wahoo.
Yes, and it's a great way that you can let Jen at the office know you're having an event, and you can either send her something to just put on the email that you have made, or she could even help make you your email template.
Yes, and she schedules those emails. So it's always great if you send your information plenty of days in advance so she has time to schedule them on the day that you want it to go out.
Yes.
And another thing, so when we think about the chamber, promoting your business, we've got the things that directly promote, and then we also have the connectivity that the chamber gives, the networking and education that we also offer.
Yeah, so one of those is Chamber Connections, and this is a brand new monthly connection.
Yes, new for 2023.
Yes, and it's been going great. We started this in March, and we've had success every month. This past month, we had a talk with Saunders Medical Center, and in July, we will be talking all about social media.
Oh, I love social media, and I think it's so important to learn about what should I be posting on social media? Like, what kind of content should I be posting?
Yes. Kat just got a call. And it's okay.
Silence.
So that is, and then it's a great way to connect with your fellow chamber business members.
Yes. And the last thing that the chamber offers is business after hours. So if you want to network in kind of a relaxed setting, sometimes it's got a cold drink in your hand. That's an occasional thing the chamber does as well.
Yeah. And I think we have a few on the books that we'll talk about in some later podcasts to let you know all about those.
Yes. Well, thanks for your question, Marie.
Yes. Thank you, Marie. And if you have a question, go ahead and you can DM us on our social media, which is our Wahoo Chamber of Commerce, Facebook or Instagram. You can also email us at chamber chat. Sorry, all of a sudden I missed it. Wahoo chamber chat at gmail.com.
Perfect. Thanks, Kate.
Talking about events, just a reminder that the commercial building at the fairgrounds ribbon cutting and open house is on Thursday, June 29th, starting at 9 a.m.
And I hear there's going to be coffee and rolls served.
Ooh.
We won't want to miss that one.
No. Also, you can now sign up for July's Chamber Connections that will be on July 20th at noon, located at the Wahoo Library. And just again, a reminder that our speaker, Megan Kaiser, will be presenting on social media.
And a huge thank you to the Good Life Boutique for sponsoring the speaker for our July Chamber Connections. And we take reservations for those connections a few different ways. You can head over to our website, which is wahoochamber.square.site to grab your seat. You can also email Jen or call the office to make your reservation as well. And while we're talking about it, I want to do a little shout out to the Good Life Boutique and a huge congrats on your 5-year business anniversary.
Congratulations.
Congrats, guys. And as with everything, the power of word of mouth is so strong. And if you are loving this podcast, tell your friends and follow us.
And we would appreciate a quick rating or even a review. As always, thank you for listening today, and don't forget
to keep it local, friends.
This has been a Chamber Chat with Kate